Hello everyone. We will learn Ruby classes and objects in this session. So as we know, Ruby is object-oriented program is object-oriented programming that definitely involves classes and objects. So we will see what classes and objects are. Ruby classes are nothing but, for that matter, not only Ruby classes, in object-oriented world, classes are the blueprint for objects. What does that mean? That means you can create one template of any particular functionality and you can have different versions or different actual practical aspects of that particular functionality or that particular template. For example, vehicle might be the class, okay, and that vehicle class will have various attributes like color, tires, acceleration, right, seat covers, and actual implementation of this vehicle class would be Mercedes, Audi, right, Ford. So these are the different objects of class vehicle. You understand that point, right? Okay. So in Ruby, when you create class, we typically use this syntax. It always starts with keyword class, okay, and then followed by the class name, and it will have its definitions and attributes. We will see this in detail later, but this is how Ruby classes are defined. Okay, now as I said, actually Ruby class may have their instances, and those instances are called objects. Okay, and in our example, vehicle is the class, and particular instance would be Mercedes car, or maybe Volvo car, or maybe Ford car. That will be the actual objects of class vehicle. Got it? Now, when you create object, you give actual meaning to the class. Class, as I said, is just a template, and object is the practical usage of that class. Okay, and when and in Ruby, how we create object is using this syntax. Okay, and this is our actual practical example of creating class and object. So this is what the class definition, as I explained just now, with keyword class and actual class name, and how we create object is with this syntax. So this is the class name, right? We are creating new object of class company, right? And we are storing that object into company variable. Got it? So new is the keyword in Ruby which is used to create object of any particular class. Okay. When you create any object in Ruby, if you want to initialize the attributes of that objects while creating itself, then we use initialize method. In this example, we define initialize method here, right, within class. So if you create any object of this class, for example here, first this definition will be called, initialize definition will be called, and you can initialize its instance variable with predefined, that means initial values, which will be passed to the this initialize method. Okay, so uh, why I covered these topics today? Because actually in different examples of our classes, Ruby on Rails tutorial, we always create objects, we always use classes, so it is easier for us to follow the examples. Okay, we will in detail we'll see these classes and objects again, but at this moment these concepts are more than enough to understand the other aspects of the Ruby.